Yo, what's up fam? So a question came up recently in the iCanFAM VIP Bean Club group, the private group. If you're a part of the fam, definitely join up. Mailboxes are burning down all the time. Like if you guys don't believe me, genetics are always going out to all VIPs. You guys are missing out fam. But someone copped those fried genetics and were asking, yo Matt, what's the best amount of time to veg my plants for? What's the optimal amount of time that I should leave them in the veg stage? Because when you're running your kale and your broccoli, it depends on various factors. Obviously what type of genetics you're running, the growing conditions, and the desired end result. But for me, I immediately thought to myself straight off the rip, 2 months, man, 2 months. What about 2 months? 2 months usually sounds like a good amount of time, right? 2 months. But then I got to thinking, man, like, is there really a set and hard fast rule about how long you should keep them in that stage for? Because, I mean, let's be real, man. There are a lot of things that can really influence that, right? So I figured, heck, let me talk about it with you guys, see what you guys think, and see how long you guys veg for. Because a lot of people got different things, but for me, straight off the rip, I thought 2. What the heck? 2 months, man. That sounds good. Some people even try to shoot for 1. Some people do straight off the rip 12. It's crazy. A lot of people do different things. But what I want to do today is break down some of the factors that can affect how long you would run your veg for. Now, before I do, of course, I gotta shout out Qual Germination Booster, man. The stuff bangs. They got some great stuff going on over there, guys. And we got some fire genetics coming out that I've been working on personally. So you guys definitely check them out, see what they got going on. The Germination Booster bangs. If you guys are losing your genetics, don't lose them no more. Use the Qual Germination Booster. Faster germination, I'm talking tap roots within 24 hours, no lost seedlings, improved success rate, and it eliminates viruses and pathogens and all those stuff, which can literally wipe out your tender seedlings, fam. But some of you probably like, yo Matt, would you say some sort of genetics you're working on? Absolutely, guys. It's going to be coming out super soon. I've been working on it behind the scenes for the last few years, and the tester program is going to be coming out super soon for you guys. So if you guys want to get in on that, definitely check out the website and sign up to the mailing list. icanthc.com. We got you guys covered, fam. icanthc.com. Now we actually got a collab pack out with them already, so if you guys want to grab some of that, and that's the Pheno Hunter line, guys. If you guys are looking for some serious gems, you guys are pheno hunting for some keepers, this is what you guys want to grab. Because the phenotypical expressions in those packs are crazy, fam. Trust me on that one. I'm talking everything from frosty, terpy, fire, everything, man. So if you guys are really hunting for some gems, then definitely check out the iCanFAM Pheno Hunter pack. And like I said, I'm working on some stuff and more details will follow, so just make sure you guys are subscribed to that mailing list, fam. Now without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Yes, guys, so how long should I veg for? I told you guys off the rip I thought 2, but a lot of things have actually influenced that in my past runs, which made me realize that maybe 2 may not be realistic. Maybe there may be a longer time. Maybe 2 months is too short. Maybe 2 months is too long. Maybe they're just things that can happen that can throw off my ideal veg time. So I figured I'm going to run through some of those today. And first off, I can hear everyone screaming in the comments, it all comes down to genetics. And you guys are absolutely right. Different genetics have different growth patterns. Some of them run fast and strong. Some of them run slow and steady. You ever read that book about the hare and the tortoise? There are literally some girls out there that just run like that. I've literally had cultivars myself that just veg for super short of a time, man. They're like amazing to run. Like they just whoop, and they're gone. But then I've had other ones that have just had to veg for a lot longer, like the French toast. The French toast was one I had to let that baby sit for a little while and veg. But that just goes to show that definitely certain genetics that just run differently. So where you may be thinking 2 months, that may actually maybe be 3. Or where you may be thinking 2, maybe by the time you hit that 2, things are getting crazy in the veg space. So if you want to get the best of both worlds, just try to grab a hybrid. That way you get something short mixed with something tall. Who knows? Now your growing medium as well, guys. That heavily influences your veg state. For me personally, I found that I have a lot faster veg when I'm vegging in cocoa. Cocoa is, oh man, it's the best thing ever, man, honestly, when it comes to veg and the speed. But you do have to dial in certain other things like CalMag, your nutrient feeding, your pH. There are certain things that you just have to dial in. It's an inert medium. So you just got to keep that in mind. Whereas with the soil, just think of it this way. The roots got to burrow through that soil and make their way through it. Whereas with the cocoa or hydro, it's just suspended in a medium and living life. Or in the cocoa, it's just a lot more easier to get through than the soil. So that's definitely something to think about. And on top of that, if you're running in soil or living organic systems, they may benefit from a longer veg stage. Simply because you got a lot of organic life in there doing stuff. And the longer you run your organics, the better things tend to become. Not always, but a lot of the time. Whereas if you're running in hydro and you got some crazy roots in your little bucket, you probably want to like do something about it because it's going to be using up all those nutrients super quick. So again, just something to think about. Now another thing was training. I was like, so is homies training his plants or not? Like how far do we take this, man? Because there are a lot of different things we can do. Now if you're employing techniques like LST, topping, filming, scrog, all that stuff, you may be able to want to extend that veg stage just a little bit so you can give your ladies time to recover and fill up all that available space. And available space is a big consideration as well. So again, there's so many things to think about, but available space, right? But available space and height restrictions. What's your height restriction like, Mike? Me personally, my veg space is not that tall. If you guys seen my veg space on my Instagram, definitely check it out. Right now, things are booming past the light, so I gotta do something about it, for real. But definitely follow me on Instagram, guys. We're gonna be doing a giveaway on Instagram super soon, so definitely follow on Instagram. But height restrictions, guys, is something I'm battling with right now. If you haven't got like a really tall veg space with a lot of that vertical space, like a tent or something, and you're in a closet or a little cupboard like I am, then you can find that you gotta do a lot of training to keep it wide and flat, but you gotta also be aware of the height restrictions. So those are a few things to think about. Now I also did a little bit of research and I saw a yield versus quality argument. Some people are saying that by allowing your ladies to get bigger and veg for a longer time, that can lead to larger flowers, a lot more of that kale and broccoli, which results in bigger yields, but the overall quality might be affected. Now that's an argument I want to hear you guys' thoughts on, so drop it in the comments down below and let me know what you think about that. Does allowing your ladies to veg for a longer time lead to larger flowers, a lot more kale and broccoli, and potentially bigger yields, but does that affect overall quality? Drop it in the comments and let me know. Now all that said, what you decide to do comes down to you and your preferences, your space, and all the stuff I mentioned in this video. Some people like to shoot for about 4 weeks to 6 weeks. Some people like a month. I put up 9 fingers, but I'm in a month. That's 8 weeks. And if you're running outdoors, maybe the veg may be a lot longer, especially if the climate allows or does not allow, depending on where you're at. And of course, when it comes to the outdoors, they're on a set veg cycle. You can't do nothing about it. When they decide to flip, they're like, yo, I'm gone. So definitely keep that in mind. And guys, don't rush the veg stage. Don't rush it at all. A lot of the times, if you guys are impatient, you rush the veg stage. I've literally seen growers grow from 12 to 12 from seed. That's fine. But a lot of the times, they do it in a sea of green setup. They got tons of them. But if it's your 1 or 2 ladies and you're really cherishing them, just give them patience. Be patient and give them time. And always remember, that veg stage is when the plant establishes a strong root system and develops a framework for that flower production for all of your kale and broccoli. So all that said, ultimately, the best length of time to veg your ladies depends on your specific goals, the genetics, the conditions, your space, and all sorts of stuff. So experimenting with different times can help you find out what works best for you in your specific situation. So drop it in the comments down below and let me know how long you guys veg for. What's you guys' perfect veg, the ideal veg? In a perfect world, if you had everything dialed in, how long would you want to be vegging for? And don't give me any ridiculous answers like 1 week and all of a sudden I got like 100 tops and I'm ready to go. I ain't talking magic. This ain't Harry Potter, bro. But for real, drop it in the comments and let me know what you guys' perfect veg time is, man. I'm always interested to find out what you guys gotta say. And don't forget, join up with the iCanFAM VIP Bean Club. We got genetics going out all the time. And check out the website, hit that mailing list because we got some fire coming out for you guys super soon. And wait, if you guys want to find out more about growing that fire, then definitely check out any episode on screen right now. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, fam.
Yeah.